pro tip, everybody. All these people are standing out here in the heat. They've been out here for like an hour at least. Nobody can get into this party until 4 p.m. There is absolutely zero reason for this. None. They're all standing out here in the heat. Help me make this make sense. Look at this. This is a product of social media and all these influencers and vloggers. Oh, you gotta get there at 3 o'clock so you can be one of the first in. Folks, this party does not start until 7 p.m. actual time. They start letting people in early, like at 4, but the party itself doesn't start till 7. And you can make the argument that it really doesn't start till 8 or 8:30 because you got to get the daily guests out or the plebs out. So we're going to walk back. I'm going to show you some more time. It is currently 3:30 right now, so the event doesn't even start so you can't even get in for another half an hour. So all these people have rushed to get here, and they're literally standing in the heat for no reason. Folks, if you're going to do the Halloween party, don't freaking do this. This is pointless. Absolutely pointless. You want to know the best way to do the Halloween party? Get here at 8:30, right before the very first parade. Why, you say? Because you might say, well, Matt, I spent a lot of money on these tickets. I need to get all the time I can in. Yeah, well, guess what? You spent all that money. You're going to get in now, and you're going to be intermingling with the day guests, right? The Halloween party does not get underway, like I said, till 7 p.m. And one more time, by the time they get everybody out of the park that's not a Halloween party guest, it's going to be almost 8, at least. So, save yourself the time, save yourself the frustration, save yourself the headaches. Don't stand out in the damn heat like a bunch of damn lemmings. Take your time, get here. If you get here at 8 o'clock, there will be no lines. You won't have to worry about anything. And you can have a nice, easy night. Because I will tell you, one of the secrets about this Halloween party is, especially as it gets later into the year, like now, we're late September now. Once a lot of these people see the fireworks, a lot of them leave after the fireworks. So you have about 2 hours or so of party time where you can pretty much do whatever you want with minimal crowds. But one of the biggest drivers, though, I will tell you, one of the biggest drivers of that stupid line like that, and why people will cause themselves to freaking suffer in the heat like that for no reason, is this freaking meet and greet right here. So once the party starts, you get to meet Jack and Sally. The majority of those people that we just walked past in that line are going to rush in here, and they're going to go from that line to this line. And I will prove it to you because I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. And once 4 p.m. gets here, I'm going to show you what happens when they open up that Halloween party line and all those guests come rushing into the Town Square Theater right here. And you'll see this gigantic line. So most of these people that go to this Halloween party, they spend all this money to wait in one giant line, and then they wait in another giant line. That's the one thing I just don't understand, is like this whole idea of using all these so-called tips and tricks that are out there. But really all they do is lead you into one giant line, and then that giant line leads you to another giant line. So welcome everybody. Fireman Adventures. It's Matt. It's that fireman guy. I am that guy. That was an unintended beginning to this vlog, but I saw that and I just couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself because I see these freaking YouTube channels and social media posts all the time about gotta get to the Halloween party early, gotta get there early, get there at 3:30. So people see that and they're like, oh, we have to get there early. So all these people drag their loved ones all around all day long, and then they're like, oh, you know what? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Florida. It's still mid-September. It's still hot as the surface of the sun out here. You know what we should do? We should go to the Magic Kingdom and we should wait at least an hour plus in a long line. Even though we don't have to, we need to do it because social media said to do it. That's why we're doing it. It's true. Prove me wrong, is Charlie Kirk's famous lines. May he rest in peace. So I had to throw that in there at the intro of this. So now that we're at the official intro, I thought it would be fitting today, on Sunday, September the 14th, that what we would do is we would come out here to Magic Kingdom in the later afternoon, early evening, and I want to show you the flag retreat ceremony. I thought that would be very, very fitting today, as today is the last day of the flags being ordered to half staff in the memory of Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated in front of everybody on September the 10th. Completely senseless. In fact, I'm still trying to understand why that even happened. But one thing I will tell you is that event, just like the events of 9/11 and all the other major events that have happened in our lives, that has shown the world once again what kind of people those of us that are on the conservative side or the right, what kind of people we really are. If you've noticed, there's been nothing on fire, there's been no damage, there's been no looting, there's been no destruction, no people screaming out loud, no nothing. What have you seen all around the country and the world? Everybody getting together, singing Amazing Grace, holding candles. You had hundreds of thousands of people gather over in the UK, over in Britain, to honor Charlie Kirk. He was a very, very influential man, and he stood up for what he believed in. And I really enjoyed listening to him debate. In fact, that is one thing that he specialized in more than anything, was his debating skills. He stood for the side of good. His topic was, prove me wrong. Come up here and let's talk about it. Let's have a friendly conversation. And he was so good at that. And he made a big impact on the world. And he also, by going to colleges like he did, those arguably are probably some of the most dangerous places you can go, because it's so full of people that are trying to get everybody to think one direction, that he went out there and he opened up the minds of all these young people and gave them something else to think about. Meaning, I'm not going to make the decision for you. I am going to give you this side of things, and I want you to look at it from this perspective, and then take your own thoughts and opinions from both sides, and then you form your own opinion. And that's what I really, really liked about how he did his debates and everything with all the students. It was amazing how he did that. So what happened was a true tragedy, but I will tell you, that event has brought the world together. It really has. So what I thought we would do this afternoon is come out here to Magic Kingdom, and I want to show you one of the neatest traditions that they have had here at Disney World and Disneyland since the parks opened, both at Disneyland and here at Disney World. That is the flag retreat ceremony. And how they do that is they will select one member of the guests in attendance here today that is either a current or a former member of the United States military, and they will have that person carry the flag down Main Street, and they will be honored in this special ceremony. It is truly touching, and like I said, given the events that have happened just a few days ago on September 10th with Charlie Kirk being assassinated, the flags are still at half staff, and they will remain at half staff through this evening. So I thought, what better way to honor Charlie Kirk and the events of September 11th, and even that horrific school shooting that took place in the middle of all this, and on top of that, and that young lady Irina from the Ukraine that was also senselessly killed. I thought, what a better way to honor all of those people from all those horrible events than to come out here and let's watch the flag retreat ceremony at the Magic Kingdom. So the floodgates have officially opened. They let all the Halloween party guests in. And just like I said, they're all heading into the Town Square Theater. So they're all going to go in here after waiting in line for over an hour outside. They're going to come in here now and wait in line for...
Oh, that's where everybody's going.
Look at this. It's already at 100 minutes. So what they did is they used Tinkerbell's old meet and greet. The cast member just advised us now 120 minutes. So 2 hours. starting at 7 o'clock. So like I said, these people are going to stand in here in this gigantic mass of people. Just like I told you all, everybody that was in that giant line outside is now in here. Basically, all they've done is just shifted places. They've gone from outside to inside. Look at that. Oh, 150 minutes now. Jeez. Now we're going on almost 3 hours. The party tonight cost, I believe it was $175 tonight. So these people have spent $175 to literally stand in line. That is also the reason why they're so aggravated at these freaking parties, that why Disney doesn't change anything. And I get frustrated with the guests because they're the reason that drives no change. If you can get people to spend 3 hours of a party where it costs you anywhere between $125 all the way up to $200+, if you can get people to spend that kind of money, and you can get them to dedicate almost their entire night to standing in line for a bunch of cast members dressed up as Jack and Sally, why would you need to spend an exorbitant amount of extra money to add something really cool to the party? That's why I get so frustrated when I see that nonsense, because that's exactly what drives the mediocrity. Just a few minutes away from the flag retreat ceremony. One thing I will say, being a firefighter, one of the duties of the rookie or probie, asswipe, whatever you want to call a new firefighter recruit, the one main duty that you absolutely cannot fail on, aside from going out and performing to the outstanding level on emergency calls, but the one duty you have around the firehouse that you absolutely cannot fail on is lowering the flag at 5 p.m. Almost every firehouse has this tradition. There's a few of them that don't. The firehouse that I started my career at in Indiana, we had a flag out in front of the firehouse, but it had a permanent light on it so it can fly at night. The way it's written is if a flag has a light shining on it, it can fly at night. If there's no light, then it has to come down at dusk. And so your job every day while on duty, you had to make sure that at 5 p.m. you were out there to get that flag down and put away properly. And that includes lowering it properly, folding it properly, doing everything the correct way. Because what you did not want is a veteran driving by the firehouse or one of the other firefighters off duty driving by the firehouse at night, or if it's close to being nighttime, and seeing that flag flying. You want to get a fire lit under the chief's ass, forget to take the flag down at 5 p.m. There's a big punishment that goes along with that. Usually if you're a newbie, you get one, and I mean one warning, and then if you do it one more time, it is not pleasant at all. You don't want to be part of that. So every day when I was going through my rookie year, I made sure to have a note, have a reminder, have something, because you can get busy and forget. It's easy to do, especially if you're going on a lot of calls. So I made sure I had tons of reminders set that I would never forget to take the flag down at 5 p.m. And you would always have help with it too, but you had to be the one to initiate it, because folding an American flag correctly takes 2 people. You have to have 2 people to do it. So you always had help. If you're the new guy, and let's say you're out on a fire or a medical call or something like that, and you're not there at 5 p.m., then obviously the crews would help you out. They're going to go out there and help you out, take the flag down for you. They're not going to wait till you get back and it's dark and then chew your ass out because you didn't take the flag down. That's the one circumstance that applied, but all the other times you had to make sure you had that flag down at 5 p.m. There was one time one of the new guys I was working with forgot to initiate the flag lowering, and one of the veterans that we had in our community drove by the station and saw it and called the fire chief, and the fire chief called the station, and then of course the captain proceeded to get on the intercom and said, he had to change the way he said the colors around to make it rhyme, but he said, "What's red, blue, and white and don't fly at night?" That poor firefighter recruit was in for it. And that was the second time that happened to him too. So once he got the flag down, there proceeded to be tons of chores assigned to him, lots of training drills, and 250 push-ups a sign. He never did that again. But it's a sign of respect as well. It's a big sign of respect.
Good afternoon and welcome to Main Street, USA. In just a few minutes, we invite you to join us in Town Square for our flag retreat ceremony. Once again, this Magic Kingdom tradition will begin in just a few moments.
So being the rookie or probie and having the flag lowering assignment assigned to you is one of those jobs in the fire service that you'll always remember and you'll never ever forget, and it's an honor to do it. There were times even long after I was, off probationary status that I would go out there and I would always help the new guy lower the flag because I enjoy doing it. And I am a true patriot through and through, red, white, and blue. I love this country. I love the United States. And I'm very proud to live here. Even though we've had a lot of struggles lately, I'm still very proud of this country and everything it stands for.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are the Dapper Dans. And on behalf of the Main Street Philharmonic, our Magic Kingdom Security Color Guard, and Main Street Operations, we are pleased and proud to welcome you to today's flag retreat ceremony here in Town Square. Our flag retreat ceremony is one of our original Magic Kingdom traditions, and we are honored you have taken time out of your day to become part of this tradition with us.
Right now, please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, our national anthem.
And now, please join us in singing God Bless America.
God bless America. From the mountain to the prairie to the ocean, wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America. God bless America. God bless America. My home sweet home. My
We are privileged to have with us today a very special Armed Forces Honored Representative. Please join us in welcoming today's Armed Forces Honored Representative. From the United States Marine Corps, Corporal E4 Tim Cottle from Inverness, Florida. Thank you for being here and for your service.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you for joining us for today's flag retreat ceremony. And please enjoy the rest of your day here in the Magic Kingdom.
afternoon, may I have your attention, please? Magic Kingdom proudly honors Tim Connell as our honorary Armed Forces representative of the day, this 14th day of September, 2025.
Awesome. So, fun fact, the Mickey balloons right here are $17.95 plus tax. So about a $20 bill to cost you. And obviously, they will go flat at some point. But also, the Mickey balloon pin is the same price. So you could actually go buy the Mickey balloon pin. Yes, it's a little smaller, but it's a replica of the big balloons. And it will last you forever, or as long as you keep that pin. Something to think about. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the flag retreat ceremony at Magic Kingdom. I've been wanting to cover that for a while, and I'm glad I was able to do it today. If you have a trip planned out here to Walt Disney World, or Disneyland even, take time out of your day. Take the extra half hour that it takes and go watch this flag retreat ceremony. It is amazing, and it will make you feel very good inside. God bless the USA. So before we head out of Magic Kingdom, let's check on the Jack and Sally meet and greet real quick. See how long these folks are waiting that spent an extra $175 tonight. Oh, 120 minutes, 2 hours.